Imagine walking into a room and instantly commanding attention, not because you're loud or flashy, but because there's just something about you that draws people in. What if you could learn to harness that kind of magnetism every time? In this video, we'll uncover the key traits that make you more attractive from the inside out, so you can have people coming back for more. Watch until the end and you'll be amazed at how easy it is to stand out. 1. Positive energy and optimism. Positive energy is like finding an extra fry at the bottom of your takeout bag. It's unexpected and instantly makes everything better. When you bring optimism into a room, people can't help but be drawn to you. And no, this doesn't mean you need to walk around with a permanent grin like you're auditioning for a toothpaste commercial. It's more about your mindset, choosing to see the silver linings, even when things get cloudy. Here's the thing. Most people are stuck in their own negative thoughts, replaying the latest drama or what went wrong in their day. That's why when you show up with a positive outlook, it's like a refreshing breeze in a stuffy room. You immediately stand out because you're not adding to the gloom, you're lifting the mood. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to hang around someone who makes them feel a little lighter? Now, let's clear up a common misconception. Being positive doesn't mean being fake or pretending life is all rainbows and unicorns. It's about being real, but choosing to highlight what's good rather than what's going wrong. So, instead of complaining about the traffic, you could mention how it gave you time to catch up on your favorite podcast. It's these little shifts that make a big difference, and before you know it, people will start craving your company just like that extra fry. 2. The art of humor. Let's face it, everyone loves a good laugh. Humor is like the ultimate charm booster. But here's the thing. You don't need to be a stand-up comedian cracking jokes every 5 seconds like you're auditioning for a sitcom to make people smile. In fact, the real magic of humor lies in the subtleties, the quick-witted remark, the playful observation, or just being able to see the funny side of life. Most people are caught up in their own seriousness, trudging through the day with the enthusiasm of a Monday morning. That's where you come in. When you can lighten the mood with just the right amount of humor, nothing forced or over the top. It's like you've handed everyone a free ticket to a comedy show. And here's a little secret. Humor is a superpower that anyone can develop. It's less about telling jokes and more about finding the lighter side of things, especially when life gets a bit heavy. For example, if you trip over your own feet, instead of getting embarrassed, you could say something like, "I was just testing gravity, still works." Whether it's a quick quip like that, or just laughing at your own silly mistakes, humor shows that you're comfortable in your own skin. And guess what? That kind of confidence is wildly attractive. 3. Be kind and have manners. Kindness and good manners might seem old-fashioned, but in a world where they're increasingly rare, they're like finding Wi-Fi with no password, unexpected and appreciated. It's surprising how many people forget the simple things, like saying please, thank you, or even just acknowledging someone who's helped them out. When you take the time to do these small acts, it's like sprinkling a bit of magic in your interactions. People notice, and it makes a bigger impact than you might think. Most people are so caught up in their own worlds that they forget to show basic courtesy, especially in places like restaurants. How many times have you seen someone completely ignore the waiter after their meal is served? But when you take a moment to look them in the eye, say thank you, and genuinely appreciate their effort, it stands out. It's not about being overly formal, it's about recognizing the human being in front of you and showing a little respect. These simple acts of kindness and good manners make you memorable in the best possible way. You're not just another face in the crowd. You're the person who made someone's day a little better. And in a world where so many people forget these basics, You'll find that these small gestures can make a huge difference in how people perceive you. After all, everyone likes to be around someone who makes them feel valued and respected. 4. Be interested and contribute. One of the best ways to be attractive is to show genuine interest in the people and the world around you. It's not just about being the center of attention. It's about giving your attention and actually caring about what others have to say. When you're interested, you're engaged, asking questions, and really listening. This makes people feel valued, and trust me, there's nothing more attractive than someone who makes you feel like you matter. But don't just stop at being interested, contribute. It's easy to sit back and nod along, but that's a one-way ticket to being forgettable. Instead, offer your thoughts, share your ideas, or even suggest a new angle on the topic at hand. Whether you're discussing weekend plans or brainstorming at work, your input adds value and keeps the conversation or project moving forward. Here's something we all struggle with. We've all got thoughts and ideas, but too often we hold them back, worried about what others might think. But here's the thing, everyone's got that same fear. The difference is, the people who are truly memorable are the ones who push past it and speak up anyway. Sure, not every idea will be groundbreaking, but that's okay. Even if your suggestion to have pizza for every meeting isn't a hit, at least you're contributing. What matters is that you're willing to put yourself out there. It shows confidence, it shows that you care, and it makes you someone people want to have around. 5. Be interesting. Being interesting isn't about having a million stories or knowing every random fact. It's about having experiences, being curious, and bringing something new to the conversation. Let's be real. If your main hobby is binge-watching Netflix, it's going to be hard to keep people engaged. But if you get out there, try new things, and explore different perspectives, suddenly you've got something worth sharing. The key to being interesting is to actually live a little. Whether it's traveling, picking up a new hobby, or just learning about something different, these experiences give you stories, insights, and opinions that make people want to listen to you. And don't worry, you don't have to climb Mount Everest to be interesting. Sometimes it's the little things like trying out a new recipe or going to a local event that can spark a great conversation. But here's the thing, being interesting isn't just about what you've done, it's about how you share it. You don't need to be a walking TED Talk, but bringing a bit of passion and excitement when you talk makes all the difference. Most people go through life on autopilot. No energy, no passion, just the same routine day in and day out. But when you show up with a little spark, talking about something you genuinely care about, it's like a wake-up call. People can feel that energy, and it's a refreshing change from the usual monotony. 6. Take care of your appearance. Let's be honest, while we all like to think that it's what's on the inside that counts, the truth is that taking care of your appearance plays a huge role in how others perceive you. Sure, it's a bit taboo to say out loud because most people want to be politically correct, but the reality is, you're naturally more inclined to talk to someone who looks put together than someone who looks like they just rolled out of bed. And guess what? That's okay. Taking care of your appearance doesn't mean you have to look like you stepped off a runway every day, but it does mean putting in a little effort. Dressing well is the first step. You don't need a wardrobe full of designer clothes. Just find a style that suits you and makes you feel confident. And here's a pro tip. Try to get clothes that are tailor-made or at least well-fitted. It's amazing how much sharper and more put together you'll look when your clothes actually fit your body. Then there's the gym, or at least some form of exercise. Let's be real, most people are overweight these days, so it's surprisingly easy to stand out just by keeping yourself in decent shape. And it's not just about aesthetics. Having a good figure is a visible sign of discipline and self-care. We're not all destined to be fitness models, but maintaining a healthy body shows that you value yourself and have the self-discipline to stick to a routine. When you look good, you feel good, and that confidence shines through in everything you do. So, don't shy away from putting in a little effort. It's not about vanity, it's about showing up as the best version of yourself. After all, you wouldn't wrap a gift in crumpled newspaper, right? So, why present yourself that way?